This is the road that Shiva was talking about, where you have the Pulicat lake on both the sides. This is the route to Sriharikota. You see this in the background. The track is just 20 kilometers or 20 minutes drive from here. So we're finishing the registration here. So these are the bikes that I'll be riding today.
My name is Gary and I'm with all your classrooms today.
This is basically their cup competition bike, and man, I'm blown away. That's the same bike I've been riding since the last 2 days, man. What a blast it has been. Hey guys, good morning. Just exiting Vivera after a quick breakfast. On my way to Chennai to attend California Superbike School's level 1, 2 and 3 track session. Just had my lunch here at Padmavati Vilas. This place is just like 15-20 minutes after crossing Nellore on your way to Chennai. And man, the thali was lovely. If you're coming to Chennai or if you're in and around Nellore, I'm sure you must have had it. But for us, the meal felt very authentic and filling. Not too heavy because I don't have too much of rice. I just taste all the curries and all. And in that regard, perfect lunch. I just hope I don't sleep. It's because it's 2 o'clock right now. And we have another 3.5 hours of a drive left to Sri Perambudur. That's where I'm staying. I'm not staying in Chennai, where it's like only 20 minutes away from the track. Shiva just called me a while back and suggested me to check out Pulicat Lake on the way. It's only like a 30-minute deviation, but the problem is it's too bright and there's a lot of haze, so you won't enjoy the view like it's in the morning or late in the evening. So I'm in two minds. But I've kept it in the navigation, so once we're closer to the location, I'll take a call. So this is the road that Shiva was talking about, where you have the Pulicat lake on both the sides. This is the route to Sriharikota. I'll just go check it. Such natural environment, man. A lot of flamingos there, just chilling in the lake. I remember Shiva's picture when he came like 4 or 5 months back in August when I had my last Chennai session. At that time there was more water. Now I think it dried up a bit, but still so beautiful. Let me go ahead and see what's in store. Got some photos here. Unfortunately I can't fly the drone here. One, because there are a lot of birds here. It's a bird sanctuary, and also there is an ISRO space station nearby, right? So I don't want to get into trouble at all. Let's take a look at the view of the car with this background. Lovely, right? Seems like some fishing is also happening here. Didn't expect that. But yeah, compared to 4-5 months back, a lot has dried up. Imagine in summer this would all be empty, and a lot of birds here are migratory birds. So they come seasonally, and these birds don't have any Google Maps or GPS navigation here. They just come with a body clock and they have it inbuilt in terms of navigation, and that is the miracle of the nature. Before I go back to the hotel without any further breaks, I thought I need to show you guys this location. You see this in the background? Right behind this is the Satish Dhawan Space Center. Man, feels proud to be here. We are one of the top nations in terms of space research, and this is the reason for that. Glad to be here with the Beamer. So I think we have enough detours for today. Need to get to the hotel because it's another 2 hours drive, and then I did edit this video, take some rest, and then go early to the track tomorrow by 6:30, man. Jam-packed schedule. Finally checked into the room. Before I spoil this, just want to show you what I got. That's more like a queen size bed. Place to chill, place to work. And the view of the highway. If you're wondering where I'm staying close to Sri Perambudur, and this is an industrial area. The track is just 20 kilometers or 20 minutes drive from here. Hence the reason I choose Sri Perambudur to stay instead of Chennai like last time, because the commute would be easier. I don't need to get up like too early. If I have to stay in Chennai, the commute in the morning is fine. It takes 1 hour from the center of the city. But while going back, that 1 hour becomes 2 hours in traffic, and it's a nightmare. Especially after track session, I booked only for one night to see how this place is. If I like it, I thought I can extend it, and I think I like it. The beds, man, I think I'll sleep sound today. Pretty neat and well maintained, yeah. That's the washroom. Decent space here, and the WC looks clean. We have the basic essentials. We have a locker, so I can keep my valuables inside. Good, yeah. I think for 5,500, this is a killer deal. I think we're sorted for the next 3 days. I'll extend my stay, and for now, just will order some chai, start the editing work, and then sleep early. That's the plan. Chalo, catch you tomorrow. Hey guys, good morning. On my way to the track, I've overslept by half an hour. I had an alarm at 5 o'clock and 5:30. Obviously got up at the 5:31, and luckily the hotel guys packed the breakfast for me, so sweet of them. Today the reporting time is 6:30, so I need to be early. I'm running late by 10-15 minutes. That's okay. 6:30 is too early for a track session anyway. Just all the registrations and the number of people who show up, they anticipate that and ask you early, but always be on time, especially when people from outside the country are hosting an event, because you don't want to leave an impression that people here are always late. Tomorrow the reporting time is 7. Chalo, let me focus on driving and catch you guys at the track. This could be fun because this is the first time CSS is coming after COVID.
Some of it sounds right. Maybe I'm a conflict. When I see it all close. When I see it all close.
So we're finishing the registration here. Thank you, sir.
This is the level 1 booklet.
Okay.
This is your vehicle number, which must be stuck on the front of this vehicle.
Okay.
This is the wristband, which remains for the next 3 days. It must
Okay.
be wear on your desk.
Okay.
So just identify which group are you.
Can you help me with the wristband?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. First was registration, and then they do the gear check here. If you're getting your own bike, you need to get it checked here for basic stuff. And once you have all of that, have some breakfast and be ready for the class sessions. These bikes look so good. Let's have some breakfast and hoping to have an exciting session. Seen few familiar faces like Priyanka, Bike with Girl, and also Autocars, Rishabh. I don't know if we'll ride with the same group, but it would be fun to ride with them on the track. They do have some breakfast options here too, unlike other schools that I've attended. Decent space to sit, have a quick breakfast before you head down to the track. Much needed energy. So these are the bikes that I'll be riding today. Need to stick this number somewhere here and take a look at the private collection of bikes here, man. So we have a Street Fighter V4S from Delhi. I know that bike. I think Rishabh's riding that. Another Street Fighter V2 though. There are a few bikes that Ducati sent. We have SL&RRs. You might have seen this bike in my last Coimbatore session. Arun's the rider. Some custom bikes too. That's a Daytona. Aprilia ZX10R. BTO edition 310, man. It came from Delhi. Quite a few shipped from Delhi. And a Tiger. So this shows you can come on any bike. A Monster, sweet. My bike would look something like this whenever I get it to the track. You see, this is the rear seat cowl with the padding, and it also has rear seats. Man, this has the Tiger kit that I was looking for. Exact replica. Oh, nice. A Happy Motard. Speed triple. 2 speed triples. ZX10R. Obviously an SL&RR. We have this small room to leave our luggage. So I kept my stuff here, but you get the idea.
Welcome back if you've been before. My name's Gary and I'm going to be in all your classrooms today. As you can see, we've got an awful lot of staff members with us. The yellow flag indicates that there is an incident on track and you need to take care from that point on. This indicates that there is a serious incident on track and the session has been stopped. Again, the red flag will be shown from all marshals posts, and if you see the red flag from that point on, again, slow down and there is no overtaking. In this area here, we do not want any overtaking. Is that absolutely clear? The last thing we want is an accident or something to happen in the middle of the turn where a rider gets in, gets a little bit too enthusiastic and then hits another rider from behind or from the side and causes damage and possible injury. Okay, so your first job, as you come up to the turn, close the throttle, so the bike can slow down. Steer the bike into the turn, finish steering, smoothly, even and constantly throughout the remainder of the turn. Everybody happy with that? Good.
Turn your engine off and go stand in the shade.
When I see you
That's our lunch. You shouldn't eat heavy because it's hot out there and you have a few more sessions left, so you don't want to feel sleepy on the track. And done for the day. Throttle, if you're hearing some bikes, there's still people doing some sessions, I guess. But we did throttle control, turning points, quick turns, relaxing the upper body was the fourth session. And the final session was 2-point vision. You might have heard these terminology in the previous track sessions are pretty same, but the way each one was taught in detail and also how it was monitored and reviewed by the coach. I think the coach had 3 people just to check and monitor progress, and that attention to detail really helps. And that small group of people gives you more like a personalized coaching. That helped me improve times on a bike, which I thought I would be slow. I thought this session, these 3 days would be boring because you see this bike looks like a regular Apache RTR 200. I owned this bike for 2 years, so I know how it rides. But man, this is entirely a different beast. The power is different. Look at the rear section. I've gone till here, man. This is 100. This is smaller than the front, but this tire had so much grip. This is basically their cup competition bike, and man, I'm blown away. First session I had little doubts, but then as and when the sessions went ahead and the coach gave me kind of a confidence that this is just my mental block, that I can't lean or ride on this, it totally went out of the picture. In fact, I can go and say in one day, I need to double check the time, but I'm as close to RC 390 that I rode in September or October. That's saying a lot for this bike and also the coaches here. And these guys were managing the bikes, checking the tire pressures, making sure the condition of the bikes were perfect. So on a whole, great job by TVS. So nothing else for the day. Just gonna head, there's a small briefing. We had a safety briefing in the morning, but same thing, something similar in the evening, just to cover what we had today and also what's going to be covered tomorrow and day after. A bit more jam-packed and quite in detail, but at the same time it didn't feel rushed. I was learning quite a lot and thoroughly enjoyed the whole day. I'm looking forward to 2 more sessions here.
Tomorrow morning, unfortunately, it's a 7 a.m. start time. So please make sure you're here on time. We have to do the paperwork. Plus we have a couple of things that we'd like to do first thing before the session starts.
feels right. Maybe I'm perfect. My slow
Bike I've been riding since the last 2 days, man. What a blast it has been. It's almost 5 o'clock. Finished my last session, and that's the end of the day too. Started with first identifying markers. So these are markers to entry, apex, and exit. And then we already have like turning markers, small yellow stickers, if you have been noticing the videos on the track. Then we did 3-step. Then we did wide view, so increasing your peripheral vision. to be wider, because sometimes when you focus on these markers you get that narrow tunnel vision, which is not good on a track and can cause to multiple things which are not ideal, like panic braking or stress, etc. And then once you get that wider peripheral vision, it's all about focusing how you can transition from each point to the next one smoother. And final session was trail braking, and you learn all these skills gradually and do trail braking, a skill that I already learned again by keeping all the earlier points in mind. I think the way I'm going into the corner, coming out of it, the speeds and the lines are much smoother. I think it's also probably due to the bike, because it has less power. I'm not focused on going fast. I'm just focused on getting the basics and the technique skills right. In that regard, today at say second half of the session has been the most smoothest I've ever been on a track. Tomorrow is level 3. That's taking few things ahead. Few things that we already learned in the last curry session, like picking up the bike, hook turns and all. But I'm looking forward to how these guys teach those same skills and how I perform on the track, because I'm surprised a lot on how well I'm enjoying this bike now. This has changed my vision for track focus bike quite a lot. Anyway, I think the last session here is also done. We'll just have a debrief and then head back to the hotel, do the edit for the previous video that you saw, the 3 series review, and then sleep early, get up early. Same schedule. Chalo, bye-bye.
Some of it sounds right. Maybe I'm a conflict. My soul would floating in the ocean. Some of it sounds right. Maybe I'm a conflict.
Every session we get a feedback form where we answer some questions like these, and which drill did we get the biggest gain from. So these were the different drills that we did in each level, 5 drills per each day, and some general feedback. Good, they're taking it. It's done with my session, and I think there is just one more group which is yet to finish there, the last one. Today we did quite a few things. It was the body position, then knee to knee transitions, hip transitions, and then hook turn, and also pickup of the bike. I'm super impressed with this bike, man. Like for smaller tracks, like for chicane that we have in Hyderabad, this would be an amazing bike. In fact, R15, which is tuned in this way, would be also lovely, but this is faster than the R15. Let me give you a brief overview of what's changed here. First thing, the exhaust note is changed, as you can hear there, and also they changed the camshafts, the lights and the mirrors are all removed. The instrument cluster is just for namesake. You can look at gear shift. It was working on some of them, it wasn't working on few. Front, I think, is a stock suspension. Rear is adjusted slightly, if that's what I heard. Braking looks the same. If you're wondering, this is the fuel injection one. No, this is the carbureted one. So in the mornings the RPM was around 2000 or something. As the day went up, it went to 3000 RPM. And the clutchless gear shifts on this are butter smooth. I felt like I was having a quick shifter, although auto flipper was missed. And this heel guard should be longer. That's one feedback I can give on this bike. And these tires, they look like cycle tires, but man, they had such an amazing grip. And as you can see, most of the riders pushed it to the limit on these tires, and they're so sticky. These are the Euro grip tires, and I just love these. In the whole 3-day session, except for the first 2-3 sessions, I never had a doubt on these rear tires and the whole chassis, man. I think this is a brilliant chassis for learning track racing. I wish they had clip-ons which are lower. That way we could have been more aggressive on this bike. And let me show you how this starts. So this is your key. The bike's on. Put the ignition on. Use the electric start. This exhaust is amazing, man. It sounds lovely on the track, and this is just not for show, it is for better performance. And those pops are so much fun on the straight, man. See? I wish they had a race spec seat too, so that you're more comfortable. I was sliding a bit, so I had to lift and move the body a bit, and that was making the bike slightly unstable. But thoroughly enjoyed this bike, man. Thank you, TVS. Chalo, time to collect the certificate for clearing level 3. And there we get the certificate. Level 1, 2 and 3. I'll try to introduce you the instructors at a later time. We're busy because another group just finished the session and they need to give the briefing. He's my coach for the last 3 days, and I have to say it was a much more controlled group, like only 3 people, and these guys have been riding non-stop for all, like they got only lunch break and then 45 minutes of lunch break, but they've been riding non-stop, and the feedback that they give is so accurate, and totally happy here with my coach. Any thoughts on how it's been to India, your first time here?
Love India. Definitely coming back this time next year again, if not soon. I think maybe January is a bit cooler next
Oh
year.
yeah.
But no, it's been a great 3 days. Coach's been amazing on track.
Thank you so much.
Lots of progress. So it's been a pleasure to work
From the
with.
first day, at least on the GoPro, the time skating. So,
Massive.
thanks to you.
Style.
Thanks
no
to you.
worries. No, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
And hope to catch you in UK if I get a chance to get there.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks a lot.
She has been on the track much before us, and she leaves after us, and she takes care of every one of us, be it the stick or the carrot. Both are done well. And the best part is she's from Manchester. I'm a big follower of United.
I'm very embarrassed. Thank you.
No,
It's
no.
been a pleasure to look after you all.
Thank you so
You've all been
much.
amazing.
Come
Thank
back
you.
again soon,
We will.
and
Thank you.
hopefully if I get to Manchester sometime, I'll definitely catch you.
Definitely. Take care.
A bunch of people standing at the front here, all the coaches, have ridden 45 sessions in 3 days. So I think they deserve a round of appreciation.
He's the man who is handling everything, the in-class briefings and all, and he is the head of it. And thoroughly happy with the way this has been organized and how each session's run. And if you're interested in track riding and if you want to get the best out of them, definitely visit California Superbike School whenever they come to India or if you're abroad. And any impressions of how the experience is for you after 5 years?
As I said in the classroom a few moments ago, it's a great experience to come to India and work with the students. They all work really, really hard and take a great deal of interest in what they're doing. And we see the results, and more importantly, so do they.
And I was hoping when you'd get on the track, and finally, I guess you had a chance to
Finally
go.
got for a ride, yeah.
And luckily, the weather has been kind enough on you for 2 days, I guess.
It's too kind in some cases.
Anyway,
No, it's had a lovely time, thank you.
and I met, we earlier met Shane. We both are from Manchester in one way.
Yeah, indeed.
And I hope to definitely catch up a game at Old Trafford with him in the future, hopefully.
Yeah.
We have a game tonight.
Yeah, I know. Leeds again.
Leeds again. Look forward to it. Chalo, catch you guys later. Can't believe the track session's done, man. Unlike other track sessions, even though the weather was good, even though the training was good, somehow I'm going to miss this more. It's just that, I don't know, maybe the number of people or the way it's taught, all the 5 sessions were back to back. Initially, I thought it will be overwhelming, but kind of enjoyed and learned quite a bit. And you can tell by the track times itself. I mean, you're not supposed to measure the times because in a school you're supposed to learn the skills. And when you go to a competition, I'm not going to go, but when you go to a competition, you can then get faster, be more aggressive. But just for a fact, I did roughly 2-minute 35s, I guess, on an RC390 in September or October. I did the same time on a race Spec Apache RTR 200. It has much less power than the RC390, but still similar lap time, so you can understand the improvement. And as I said many times, these skills can be used on the road too, so it's just not on the track. You can always enjoy your bikes on the track, but also use them on the road, right? Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Just gonna head home, relax, do some editing for the 3 series review, and then sleep early. Tomorrow I'm planning to leave by around 7 AM in the morning, and then hopefully reach Hyderabad by 5 or 6. Anything beyond that, I would be stuck in traffic, but we are in a car, so it's going to be a chill and easy drive tomorrow. And hope you enjoyed this video, man. Catch you guys later, and in case you're watching this night time, have a good night and take care. Bye bye.
When I see you